Distinguished Creator IQers, please put your hands together for VP of Brand Marketing, Ashley Waxman.
Hello. Welcome back from lunch. If this is your first time at stage 2, welcome. Very excited to have you. How many people have new LinkedIn connections now after lunch? Yeah, great. Me too, add me. Okay, we have so much great content in store for you now. I am very excited about this next session. We have the new face of affiliate marketing, a creator transformation. You're gonna hear about how the industry has shifted and from referral links to advanced strategies that drive growth. So please put your hands together for Kay Davenport and Claire Sidman.
I love that intro song. Yeah. I feel like an NFL player walking out on the field.
Yeah, usually it's just like, and fashion creator / mom.
I know, / mom. I'm Claire, wonderful to be here. I run marketing for Collective Voice. We are a creator marketing platform, and we really focus on empowering social commerce creators to build their business through high-impact content creation that delivers real business value through affiliate partnerships as well as brand partnerships. We, as a platform, part of how we do that is to build a lot of education tools for our creators and give them access to a really wide network of retailers, a lot of whom are here today, so thank you for our brands that are in the audience. We want creators to be successful from day one of signing up on the platform. And, you know, Kay's gonna give us a lot of her take as a creator on the platform, but she is a formidable force in the fashion and creator landscape. And so with that, I was like, Kay, will you introduce yourself and give a little bit of your journey?
Sure, I'm Kay. Kay Davenport. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I live in Baltimore now. I'm actually a full-time assistant principal. And I became a creator in my postpartum journey. I had twin girls right after the pandemic, and I was on a journey to rediscover my confidence after becoming a mom. And so, and in working in public service, I wanted to find myself not just a version of me that gives to everyone else, and so that is how I became an affiliate. I was sharing my journey of like rediscovering my style through my confidence, and a creator said, if you're sharing your looks, you should be linking them. And I'm like, what's that? And I started linking my looks, and then shortly after that, my community started growing because they started to resonate with my postpartum journey. And then shortly after that, my links were paying my kids' tuition, and it has become a full-fledged business thanks to Collective Voice, who has pretty much nurtured my business and me as a creator. I don't think I've felt more seen by any other platform. And whenever I express my goals for my business, they are heard. They are never like, it never comes upon deaf ears, and they give me opportunities to grow. And in turn, I make sure that I am driving revenue for all of my favorite brands who invest in me and who resonate with my community.
So when Kay and I started to get to know each other, she shared this with me, and I was like immediately like, I'm 6 months postpartum. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna wear. I have no idea like how to dress myself right now. And from that, I said, Kay, will you help me? And so I have to say that this outfit that I'm wearing today was picked by Kay. It is available in her tap to shop, her link in bio. But she really helped give me the confidence to come and show up here today because it's hard.
It is.
It's like a real transformation. So from a personal level, I was like, thank you so much. Speaking of transformation, we're gonna talk about affiliate marketing and, you know, the transformation that it's really gone through since it started in the 90s. Who's here that like actually remembers affiliate marketing starting in the 90s? A couple people, a lot of young faces here. It's okay, I'll give you a history lesson. Affiliate marketing now is what I would call social commerce. It started off as like a Retail Me Not, Coupon. It was where there were these sites in a Web 1 world. And within this Web 1 world, the power of the information was really held by the brands. You know, it was before creators had come on. And creators emerged in the Web 2 world, right? Social apps. We have social apps emerging, giving voices to anyone and anyone on a global scale. All of a sudden, that power and that influence to be able to drive, you know, to retail, for brands to be able to say, like, this is what you should be buying, started to shift. And creators ran through that door. And so when you think about affiliate now, it's really about individuals who have a voice, a point of view, can be a power seller in their own right, and are able to earn a living and a fair and equitable fair and equitable pay, from their point of view and from showcasing their own styles and being able to take some of that back. And Kay, you kind of just shared a little bit about like how you came into that, but maybe expand on a little bit more of like, why did you start with like affiliate? And like thinking about that transition, did you think about it as like the old school, or was it just like a different, I don't know, how did you interpret it?
So I knew nothing about it. I mean, I think that I became successful at it because great creators are also shoppers. We're also consumers. And I mean, I shop in my sleep. So like, you know, and so I tell my audience, like, if I'm spending money, y'all spending money. And so it was another creator who, it was like word of mouth, who was like, you should be doing this. And I'm like, I don't even know what that is, but okay, I'll try it. And when I tried it and I started linking, I mean, my audience latched on immediately. So like, I didn't know that brand partnerships existed. I came from a world where like I was following, you know, our favorite YouTube girlies. That's what influencers were to me. So I didn't know about brand partnerships. I didn't know it existed. It was a possibility. So I think what helped me was coming in as an affiliate because I had that data point. And so now when you have creators who see other creators being successful, or they realize that this is actually a business and this is actually an avenue you can take, whether it's part-time or whether it's your full-time passion, they're wondering what's their way in. And I feel like I'm lucky enough that my way in was affiliate because that is the data point that's gonna attract brands.
I love what you said. You're like, I am a business.
Yeah.
Like, creators are small businesses. Like that, I think marketers need to like start to shift the scope of how they think about partnering with creators, right? Like they have a brand, they have a business. For you, your brand and your business, the opportunity for other brands is to partner with you, borrow some of your equity, right?
Yeah.
To help bring your audience over to them, right?
Yeah. So what I was able to do on my platform was pretty much build community through sharing my story, sharing my journey. And so like, I'm not allowed to wear something and not link it at this point. So I was pretty much training my audience without even knowing that like, this is how you find what I'm wearing. That's all they wanted to know is, what are you wearing? What are you looking at? What do you like? And in some parts of my journey, they saw themselves. So I'm building this community, but at the same time, I'm also training my community to find my links. So I feel like a little bit of it was led by my community. They bring in the demand. Like they decide what they want and they want me to bring it to them. I am not allowed to not post a link. And I remember when I was still virtually teaching and I would get all these messages because I was still new to affiliate marketing. I would get all these messages like, where's the link? Where's the link? And I remember doing a video being like, first of all, y'all are not introducing yourself. You're not saying hello. What do you mean? And they're like, this is it. Like, this is the new thing. We want the links. And I didn't realize I was also building a business until I got on with Collective Voice. And I had access to certain resources. So I had people who would sit with me, talk to me about my numbers and my data, how to use the platform, how to use the tools. And now I'm like not just posting links, but I'm like checking to see the success rate of certain links. The success rate in that data is showing me what my audience is truly, like what they like that I'm posting.
Yeah, like shopper insights,
yes,
right?
Those insights, yes. It gives me a lot of information about my community and what they want, and then that drives what I look for, how I shop, and kind of how I'm kind of like filling the need for them.
So it's really interesting, with the shopper insights and with all of the data that you have access to and that informing your content strategy, I want to bridge that over to some of the generations and consumer behavior that we're seeing as well. So, I'm not sure if anyone saw the latest eMarketer report, but I'll give them some flowers. It talked about how Gen Z, actually 40% of them, favor affiliate marketing, and they see it as the least invasive form of advertising. And if you stop to think about it, it's like, well, yeah, because it's Kay, right? Like Kay's authentically sharing what's happening with her, what she's wearing. They're like, I want to know that, and I don't want it from that brand voice.
Yeah.
And so I think about that, and you and I had talked a lot about like within your audience, to bring it back to the audience and the tools and the data, how do you look at your content planning and how you be able to meet the needs of every generation, because you have a really diverse audience on your platform following?
So Deborah and I were literally just talking about this, and I let the community tell me exactly what they want. So one of the things is that, like, when I realized that this is now a business, I have to be very strategic in that, one, my community comes first, because they don't want to feel like you're just selling them things.
Yeah.
Right. So I let them kind of lead, and I ask my community. It's a two-way communication. Like, what is it that you're looking for? What would you like me to do? They want to see the clothes on me. They want to feel confident, and I feel like that's my big message. And so I tell people all the time, like, I'm not selling clothes, I'm selling confidence. And I think it is that resonates with people of all ages. So I feel like what I've learned about my community, and like when I'm out, I went to my HBCU's homecoming, and there were all of these like young people in their like early 20s, and they're like, I know who you are. And I'm like, you do? and what I'm noticing is that it's either there are people who are looking for their confidence and they're aspiring to be where I've kind of gotten to. So I add some type of aspiration. And then there are women who are in my age bracket or even older who I feel like I inspire to also like own who you are. There is no age on what you wear. Wear what you want to wear and wear it proudly, whatever you want to do.
We had that conversation about crop tops, and we're like, I'm in my 40s and I love crop tops. Can't wait to get back to them after my postpartum. But I was like, and you were like, yes, I also believe in crop tops. And I was like, yeah, because if I feel confident enough to wear it, I'm going to go out there and do it.
Yeah, I feel like I do. I feel like my audience latches on to some of those sound bites where I am candidly speaking about like just owning who you are. So like I had a video about, and I was like, after this, I don't know if Spank's gonna work with me after this. But I was like, you don't owe the world shapewear. Like, if you don't want to give the world a flat tummy today, you don't have to. So look at this dress. I don't have one shapewear. And the next thing I know, the dress is out of stock. Like, and people they're like, I don't feel comfortable enough to go out like that. I would never show my stretch marks. And I just feel like I give them a little bit of that confidence to be who you are, wear what you want to wear. The things you were putting back on the rack because you felt like it didn't fit you or it wasn't your style, do it, buy it, get it.
I'm wearing a crop top this weekend. You've inspired me.
Period.
Yeah. Amazing. So tell me, where else have you asked for, like, as you grow your business, some of the things that you've said to brands, right? Like, hey, brands, I think you had a great campaign with, like, Maidenform.
Yeah, I did. And that one was really a scary one, but that one was, again, it was the messaging. And I feel like the success comes from being authentic. And a consumer, a shopper, or someone on social media can smell inauthenticity from a mile away. They know when you're just selling
Especially
them something.
Especially those Gen Zers.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And they know when you're just trying to sell them something. And I feel like the Maidenform campaign, for me, it was an intimates campaign. And of course, yes, I talk a lot about body positivity, but I also have a postpartum body that there are parts I don't want to show. But in this campaign, you had to bear it all. And I had to dig deep about, like, how can I speak to a woman who has problems around body, your foundation of your wardrobe, because wearing the wrong intimates can make or break a cute outfit. And so I thought about, like, what problem does my audience have and how can I use this brand and this product to solve that problem? And I made the product not the center of the video. It was more so about, like, let's talk about our issue with wearing the wrong undergarments. And it went wild, not just from an ROI perspective, but when the brand ran it as an ad, and I'm getting followers sending me screenshots of comments from Facebook, from YouTube, everywhere that the brand ran the ad, and it was an overwhelming amount of like comments, positive comments from people about the brand and their choice to use me in the campaign. And it was Made Informed through Kohl's, and they were like, the brand has got it right. Like, there were so many comments about the brand, and that built a level of trust with the brand. It became less about the panties I was wearing or the bra that I was wearing, and it came more, like the audience felt like they were seen by this specific brand and product.
And that actually is what brought Made Informed more relevance, right? Like, relevance is really the backbone of marketing for the next decade in terms of how you're able to stand out in a more congested and marketing ecosystem and competitive environment. So that relevance that you were able to deliver for them and that confidence is amazing.
Yeah.
Kind of comes back to, like, when Kay and I are talking about creators as small businesses, creators are also media platforms.
Yeah.
So you did for Made Informed in that example, like in that campaign, what is stronger than any press release, any article that could have been written up, that because it came from a different voice, it came from the community actually coming up and saying, whoa, this is different. I really loved what the brand has done. Mm-hmm. The brand can then take credit and say, yes, good.
Yeah.
Yes, we had a strategy. Yes, we delivered on it. But, one of the things this week that I was really moved by, as a perfect example of creators as media, they're really looking at, like, replacing mainstream media. Let's just look at what's happening in current events this week. Alex Cooper, Call Her Daddy, had Vice President candidate Kamala Harris on her podcast. She did not go to CNN. She went on a creator, to be interviewed. Mm-hmm. She went on a new medium, a podcast. Mm-hmm. New, I'll say arguably, but like that is, I think, a real example. And it gave me goosebumps. Mm-hmm. Like, mm-hmm. None of the major networks mm-hmm. were getting that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on kind of, creators as media outlets and starting to edge into mainstream media?
So, I feel like at this point, it's the trust. And I go back to authenticity. So, like, when you see your favorite creator, and I tell aspiring creators this, when you see your favorite creator and there's some type of feeling they spark in you, it's something you see in them, it's a reason why you continue to tune in, and they become a trusted voice. Like, they feel like, and people say this all the time, like, you are like my bestie in the internet. I'm like, and I am. Click the link in bio, though. But like, that relatability is there, and it doesn't feel like, even there are times I've watched an ad and I scroll down, I'm like, wait, this was an ad? I did not know this whole time this was a paid ad, or it was something that the creator created organically and then it was boosted. And it just feels so organic. So I feel like that is why nowadays, of course, with Gen Z, like, they're calling out. You will get called out quick when you're inauthentic. And I think people want to feel connected to someone and something.
And I think with that emotional connection, obviously, we all know shopping has been a social sport since the beginning of time. And so now you shop with your community. You used to go with your friends to the mall. I hear that still happens some places. Yes. But now you're shopping with your friends on social.
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing.
Right, and so it's all like the link swapping.
Yes.
Oh, you got this? How do I get it? Here's the link. Send it to me.
Yes.
Like, it's that transaction.
Yes.
That's where the conversion is coming from. That's where the commerce and the ROI. So not only are you getting the awareness, the relevance, mm-hmm. Example Made Informed, being seen in a new light, but now all of a sudden you're seeing the sales come at the same time. Funnel collapsed.
Well, the other thing I think that affiliate does is that it makes the idea of being a creator or having your own small business attainable for even someone like me who's a 9-to-5er. Like, there are so many mommy bloggers or, dads who do DIY projects in their home who now are like, they're generating income. And that's what it did for me. I didn't think that, like, I had twins. How was I going to afford that? And then out of nowhere, here comes affiliate marketing, and it has transformed my financial landscape for my family, to be honest. And when I started to see a steamroll, because I had a community, and that community made sure that my affiliate was successful because I already had that connection with them. And when it started to steamroll, I was forced to take a deeper look into my data, because it's like, whoa, like this is really going somewhere. If you had a little bit more intentionality and strategy and insight into your data, you could really be doubling and tripling your income.
It's amazing. What other platforms are you looking at? Like, where's your mainstays and where are you looking to emerge and play?
Social media platforms?
Yeah.
Yep, so my biggest one is Instagram. I am on TikTok, but I feel like majority of my affiliate does well on Instagram. I'm new to YouTube, but that community from Instagram, of course, followed me over to YouTube. I like to say that my community is like loyal to the soil. If I say bed sheets are what we're buying, bed sheets are what we're buying. Like, if I say this, you know, these are the new notebooks, I want the notebook Kay has. Like that, my community is so loyal and they're so invested in my journey. And so I feel like they follow me wherever I go. So they really made sure I was successful on YouTube. And so my links live there too. So my decision to explore other platforms was to maximize my affiliate marketing, because I already had my community on Instagram. So we have YouTube. I also do well on Pinterest, which I think a lot of creators have forgotten about. Pinterest does really well there, and my links live everywhere. And then from there, my next goal is a newsletter.
Oh.
I want to own my community. I don't want a social platform to own my community. I want to own my community, right? So I think the newsletter is my next thing. But I do 5 million things.
Well, I love that. I mean, Substack is, you know, one of the benefits of Collective Voice, for you guys that aren't familiar with us, is you can take your links and we support all platforms.
Yes.
So you don't have to build up an affiliate community on like TikTok Shop and YouTube Shop and Amazon Affiliate. Like you can create, as Kay said, like one home and then be able to go to all of those platforms. With that, Substack has been coming up a lot in our conversations. And I think it's, you know, there's a return to long form content. You know, the artistry of the written word.
Yeah.
And so as much as people have the attention span of a goldfish and, you know, love a video and to be told exactly, they also want to go on that journey with you. So I love to hear that you're starting to go into into new and different avenues that allow you to also own your audience.
Yes, yes.
I mean, you've worked really hard to build this community who is really loyal to you, and I do believe, and you know, this is something that we advocate for, is that, you know, creators should be able to own their communities.
Well, and then also like the day that Instagram glitches or something happens, creators are going crazy because it's like, well, that affects my business. But if I have a newsletter, I can reach my audience. Yeah. Still shop for them, still feel the need, still talk to them and give value without relying on the other social platforms. And
you know, the Substack creators that I subscribe to, I actually feel really good about like paying to subscribe. And I know that I'm getting extra content. Like it's not just what's out there for everyone. I feel special. I know it's curated. I'm getting a little bit more.
Speaking of paid subscription, another creator had taught, well, actually, no, someone in my community asked me to start a subscription on Instagram. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And it does well. It does very well. So the subscription on Instagram is also a way that I maximize my affiliate earnings, because it's like, hey guys, I got this partnership coming out and I'm giving you a preview to it right here, right now. When I did the Amazon drop, here's the preview. I'm telling you right now, because the moment, and I tell my friends, like, I had a blazer on last night. I told the group chat, I said, you got an hour before I put it on my stories, because it's over for you once I put it on my stories. And all my friends get upset. They're like, you didn't let me buy it first. I'm like, all right, listen, if it sells out, that's on you. You should have acted fast. So that's why I have my subscription and I have my broadcast channel, because they want to feel like when your community gets bigger, it's harder to reach those day ones. And so I have that private community where it's like, listen, you get the deets first. You're getting the outfit first, you get the links first. Sometimes I even let them know I'm only posting this here. This is a limited restock. I'm only posting it here, so that they feel special, they feel connected.
As a consumer, I feel VIP already. I'm like, oh my gosh, I get the gold blazer from last night because I'm in the group chat. I know, of course I know. It was amazing. But you know, with that, you know, what are you seeing for conversion? I bet the conversion is even higher.
So
within like the
That's-
paid subscription.
That's what I love about my affiliate is that like I obsessively check I roll over and I'm like, how much money did I make in my sleep last night? And I am refreshing my collective voice. If I post like a pair of sneakers that restocked on Finish Line, I repost them and an hour later, I'm refreshing because I'm seeing the units. And it's like, it's just this weird competition and it just drives me. And I like to see how my Pinterest is converting or how my YouTube is converting because it does let me know what my audience in each platform needs or wants. Or if I need to redirect them back to my Instagram.
Amazing. Well, I know we're coming up on time, so is there any final words you'd like to leave our wonderful audience with? Any of the brand marketers out there?
Oh, yes. I mean, y'all are doing the work of the Lord. I just would say, like, you know, creators are literally, they're hustlers. Like, we are really, like, and we put in a lot of time, effort, and work, and we have a lot of brand loyalty. And what happens is that I've noticed, even on my own, is that, like, brands who've invested in me and continue to invest in me and come back, and they, like, I feel seen by them, I go the extra mile to continue to make sure I'm championing those brands. Also, like, driving that organic content to, one, let the brand know that I'm always trying to add value. And then two, to let my audience know that outside this paid partnership, I shop this brand, I back this brand. So I just appreciate all the brands that do invest in creators because it is a hustle. We are the production company, the models, the makeup, the hair, the everything, you know, and it is a lot of work, especially for many of us who also have full-time jobs. So I do appreciate all the brands and the affiliate marketing platforms that bring the brands to us doing the work of the Lord. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Kay, for joining us. Thank you guys for attending. Truly, affiliate marketing transformed into social commerce, and we look forward to seeing you all at happy hour.